And staying at the top office, President Moon sat down with leaders of the country's rival political parties on Wednesday evening at the presidential office. Given the heightened tensions on the peninsula, security issues and ways to deal with an increasingly aggressive North Korea topped the agenda. Our Hwang Hojun with more.
It was the third time President Moon and the leaders of the ruling and opposition parties have gotten together at the Blue House. This time around, the main focus of the meeting was national security.
아시는 바와 같이 지금 우리 안보 상황이 아주 엄중합니다. 우리가 주도할 수 없는 여건 속에서 주변 상황들 때문에 우리 평화가 위협받고 또 우리 국민들의 안전이 위협받지 않을까 걱정이 많습니다.
The leaders who attended the dinner meeting with the president were Chu Mi-ae of the ruling Democratic Party, An Chol-soo of the People's Party, acting leader and floor leader of the Bareun Party Chu Ho-young, and Lee Jung-mi of the Justice Party. However, the leader of the main opposition Liberty Korea Party, Hong Jun-pyo, was a no-show, rejecting the presidential office's invitation to the gathering. President Moon urged the political leaders for cooperation in dealing with North Korea's continuous provocations, calling the current situation an urgent task to resolve in order to ensure the nation's peace and economic growth. Since President Moon took office in May, his administration saw a number of provocations by Pyongyang, 11 in total, including the regime's 6th nuclear test earlier this month. And in the spirit of bipartisanship, President Moon renewed his proposal to form a permanent three-way consultation body that would include the government and the ruling and opposition parties, and which will aim at taking on those issues.
국민들이 바라고 또 우리가 약속했던 협치를 위해서 여야정 국정상설 협의체를 좀 조속히 구성을 하고 그 틀 속에서 안보 문제를 좀 상시적으로 여야가 또 정부도 함께 협의해 나가는 그런 모습이 갖춰지면 좋겠다고 생각합니다.
President Moon's remarks come as the conservative parties have lambasted Moon for sticking with the dialogue with North Korea narrative. Also, the opposition and the presidential office already had some difficulties seeing eye to eye on President Moon's picks for high governmental positions. Wednesday's meeting was initially proposed by President Moon soon after he came back home from New York, where he made his debut at the 72nd UN General Assembly. And since he got back, President Moon has continued to stress bipartisan effort and cooperation to put an end to North Korea's nuclear issues fundamentally and peacefully, just like the international community is doing now. Hwang Hojun, Arirang News.